All right, y'all. I think we on. I think we on. We're still in the main event, y'all. We're still in the main event. We're gonna get to a lot of stuff. I'm gonna do a little play-by-play as the match ends. And shout out to everybody in the chat. I know it's a late night. You know Tony Khan always have us up late tonight, man. You got Hook currently interfering in the match. Crazy match between Samoa Joe, Hangman, Swerve Strickland, MJF. Hook and the Ops are literally coming out right now. They're interfering in the match. They're messing up the match. Now they're looking at Prince Nana, y'all. Yo, what's up, y'all? Good looking for tapping in this late. Prince Nana's about to get his ass beat. What's up, Enriched TNT, my man Gregory? Swerve Strickland just saves Prince Nana. Swerve stomps the Ops, the Kikini Clutch or the Hangman. He reverses. You got Hangman out of Page of Samoa Joe. Yo, Gregory, you watching it, bro? Tubi, what's up, bro? Yo, this was fire. Tonight was fire, bro. Was it perfect? No. But tonight was fire. Samoa Joe got Hangman in a Takeda whatever clutch. Yo, what's up with y'all, man? John Smith, what's up, bro? Go to I got it pinned, BobbyMonsoon.com. Get the AEW over WWE shirt. I'm a WWE guy, but 2025 AEW Cook WWE boots. Swerve Strickland is at the top rope. Swerve stomp on the Samoa Joe as he had Hangman in the key to clutch. Now MJF is somewhere hiding. I'm assuming that MJF is about to come out of nowhere and steal the match, bro. What's up, Jay? What's up, Jay? TNT, what's up, bro? Are y'all watching this? We gonna go over everything, man. This was a fire event, y'all. Yo, what's up? Was Fallen One? What's up, man? What's his name? Damn, I can't spell your name. Pastre. My bad, I can't spell your name. I can't pronounce your name. Official Ray, my man. What's up, bro? This show was fire, Official Ray. I'm so mad that my voice is still recovering because I want to snap about the Jon Moxley booking. But we're gonna stay on the main event right now. Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland going at it right now. MJF is nowhere to be found. We don't know where this dude is at. Oh, you listening to? Oh, all right, bet. The Swerve Strickland, MJF finally pops up, man. He pushes Swerve Strickland off the top rope. MJF is supposed to be MJF night, but Tony Khan has thrown the ultimate curveball. Oh my God, Hangman out of Page. Buckshot Lariat to Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe doesn't fall. Buckshot Lariat on the other side. Samoa Joe doesn't fall. Hangman out of Page go to the other side of the ring. MJF stops Hangman from doing the buckshot. He hits the heat seeker on Samoa Joe. 1, 2. MJF wins, y'all. Alexa, what's up? MJF, blessed by this one. What's up? Brad, yo, Gregory. MJF just won, bro. MJF, the new AEW World Champion. Wow. He's the new champion. We all seen it coming, but we cannot complain about this. I'm about to go on a major rant about the Jon Moxley situation. Yo, everybody in the chat, we talked, bro. We all thought Jon Moxley was going to job out. Everybody knew this was going to happen, though. MJF winning. We all knew that was going to happen. Fire way to end the event. Let's see if somebody's going to come out, or let's see if AEW just ends it off like this. Soon as it ends, we're gonna go into the whole situation at World's End. This was a fire pay-per-view. This was a fire way to end off AEW. No, man, forget AEW, bro. This was a fire way to end off professional wrestling in 2025. MJF, second time AEW champion. Wow. Fatal four-way match. We all seen it coming, man. I'm trying to see if something else is going to happen. It don't look like nothing else is going to happen. Sir spoke a lot. Tony Khan got us up late. What's up, bro? It was a fire show. Oh, hold on. Damn. It don't look like nothing else is going to happen. All right, so I'm not trying to jump the gun real quick, man. I'm not trying to jump the gun. But hold on, y'all. I'm gonna bust it up with the chat. We gonna be talking about this whole show. I'm gonna be going back and forth with the chat this whole show. But I need to go on one major rant, bro. I need to go on one major rant. Hold on, man. Let me find it, man. Bro, Jon Moxley, what Jon Moxley did, dog. We talking about we're talking about potential match of the year. Not only that, dog, I don't even know. Even calling a Jon Moxley match of the year is just an understatement, dog. This was one-on-one on ring psychology. This was one-on-one on booking. Somebody please explain to me why in the hell is Jon Moxley getting booked better than John Cena's last match? We all talked about it in the chat. We all thought Moxley was going to job out. We all thought Moxley was going to completely botch the whole Continental Classic. Not only that happens, he gets to the semifinals versus Kyle Fletcher. I haven't heard one person that had Moxley go over Kyle Fletcher. That Jon Moxley and Kyle, I'm going to lose my voice again. My God. The Jon Moxley versus Kyle Fletcher match, that is the reason why I love professional wrestling. Jon Moxley and Kyle Fletcher is the reason why I fell in love with professional wrestling. Not them two guys alone. For all you smart Alex out there, you idiot. I've been watching wrestling for almost 40 years. Of course not Jon Moxley and Kyle Fletcher. I'm talking about the storytelling, the ring psychology. Oh my God, are you serious? Nobody had Jon Moxley winning. His ankle was hurt the whole time. Kyle Fletcher proved why that man is going to be carrying AEW on his back for the foreseeable future. I don't want to hear about anybody else. When it's time for Kyle Fletcher to look strong and be the TNT champion, he could do that. But when it's time to tell a story in a 2026 with Jon Moxley and the Death Riders that nobody seen coming, Kyle Fletcher, a catalyst of telling that story, of bringing great storyline to us, then what about the end? What about the end when he went on that promo? We all thought the Death Riders was going to turn, and they did. Bro, that was fire. This is some of the best booking I've seen in a long time, bro. I might be a prisoner at the moment. I don't care, dog. We talked about match of the year way too early. Jon Moxley, for all you people out there that says Jon Moxley has to bleed in order for it to be a classic. Jon Moxley has to bleed in order to... What? Not one drop of blood, except he got his tooth chipped in the first match. Dog, this dude has been carrying his company on his back since he stepped foot. Whether you like the Death Riders joint or not, whether you like when he was babyface or not, who was hated more than Jon Moxley came out. We literally see him turn babyface in front of our eyes. Dog, William Shakespeare couldn't write like this. Bro, this is why we're all here. This is why I'm on YouTube with a hoarse voice. This is why all the people in the chat are whether you're WWE, AEW, CMLL, TNA, it don't matter what you like. The professional wrestling, the storytelling, that's what we come for. That's what we see, dog. That's what we want to. Oh my God, that was so fire. World's End wasn't a perfect pay-per-view. But my God, what a way to end off 2025, dog. Solid pay-per-view. You could actually make the, even if you say the Nuts Mayhem match, even if you got to talk about that match, I didn't see one match where it was just like completely boring. Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, they kind of cooked. The whole Continental Classic was fire. The last match was the last match. We knew we had to go home with MJF winning a title. Darby Allin, Gabe Kidd. Nobody really wanted that match, but them dudes put their body and life on the line like Darby Allin does every single day. FTR, my man Stokely, he left the Bruce Lee kicks at home. He put on some Yeezys. He listened to your boy Bobby Matsu. World's End was a fire pay-per-view. Jon Moxley, for me, he go up in another echelon after what I just seen tonight, dog. He go up in another stratosphere after what I just seen tonight. Dog, I was watching this pay-per-view. I had to explain to somebody like, his ankle is not really hurt. That's how great he was selling it. If you're watching it, you can know this is professional wrestling, and you can actually think that Jon Moxley is fighting with a broken ankle. The selling was top tier, 10 out of 10. It's not even close. Somebody called ChatGPT, Triple GPT, and asked him, did he tune into that? God, bro, what a way to end off the year. Damn, man. Jon Moxley. I don't know where we go with the Death Rider storyline. Before, we wanted the Death Riders to put the knife in the back. How you gonna put the knife in the back of the unified champion? You can't do it. The promo he cut, he put the fans over. Jon Moxley cut a promo and put us over. This dude is fire, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me catch up on some of these chats, man. Yo, what's up, Kid? King said AEW looks bright. RX, what's up, bro? The RX, that joint was fire, man. Tank AEW wins again. Delayed grats. The Death Riders were heels. Who said they would make AEW better, though? Tough love. It worked. They brung AEW back. That's crazy. Delayed grats. Everything Jon Moxley was saying this whole time just came into fruition. Who knew that they were, you know what I mean? It's like, now I got to go back and I got to watch all them Jon Moxley promos. All the promos where we're trying to analyze if the Death Riders is getting sick of Jon Moxley. We got to go all the way back. Even when he first started the Death Riders. What he wanted to do, he wanted to change the company. He wanted to change the landscape. He put the title in the briefcase. No one's seen the title. If he didn't do that, we would have never got Hangman Adam Page. Hangman Adam Page would have never got that moment at all in. This is all Jon Moxley. I didn't even see it coming. I didn't see none of this coming. After I heard his promo, I'm like, oh my God. It all makes sense now. Fearfully confident. What's up, bro? CEO Jordan, that was fire, bro. CEO Jordan, that was fire. Zeus, man, WWE is going out like WCW. Remember how WCW had the choke hold on a wrestling game? Now, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. Jose, good looking for the $2 W show. Can't wait for LA AEW Revolution. Now, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Damn, man, I can't say your name. Good looking for the $5. Triple GPT got 2 days to respond. Yo, it's no responding to this. You know how you can't respond to this? Yo, shout out Chris Collins, Mox save AEW. That's a fact. Action, man. John Moxley is AEW Mount Rushmore. That's a fact. But yo, this is how I'm gonna tell you why Triple GPT can't save this. You don't tell a storyline in a few days. You can't tell this storyline in 2 days, in 1 week, in 2 weeks. We had to go through 9 months of the Death Rider crap. We had to have Hangman Adam Page win. Then we had to have all the months where Jon Moxley was tapping out. This is William Shakespeare level of writing. You have to do all of this to get here. Now, we don't know what we're going into in 2026 with AEW and the Death Riders. The Don Callis family! Man, Takeshita, he keep calling my phone, man. He want to know about the screwdriver Okada used, man. They saying I put the screwdriver in the turnbuckle. I plead the fifth. We got some good stories tonight, man. I'm hyped, bro. I ain't gonna lie. CEO Jordan, Chris and Jamie Cook, too. Chris and Jamie Cook. Chris Statlander, she's proven every time out why that woman deserves to be AEW champion, man. Every time she's proven it, dog. Then you got Mercedes. Yo, we gonna go through this joint, man. Damn, dog. AEW has heart. Chris, we all sickos, bro. We're proud of you. Yo, shout out Ryan, Bobby, Screwdriver, Masu. Oh, that was hilarious. Yo, dog, it was immaculate storytelling all night, bro. All night, man. All night, bro. Now we're gonna go through the whole show. I'm gonna try to keep up with the chat too, because the show, I'm gonna set it off. We gonna set it right off, man. Hold on 1 second. We gonna set it right off, bro. Cause this match is having a lot of mixed reviews. I'm on Twitter, I'm on X, whatever you want to call it. This match is having a lot of mixed reviews. It started off extremely slow. It ended off kind of weird. I'm gonna ask the chat, bro. I'm gonna holler at the AEW chat, bro. I'm gonna just give my opinion and let me know if I'm bugging, or let me know y'all opinion in the chat, and I'll try to read as many as possible. Y'all are the reason I was looking forward to this match. Okada, Takeshita. Oh, this is a big thing. This is the thing. This is the match of the year. This is gonna be the one. Now, I'm not going to criticize it too much because I think we got about 3. We're going to have a best out of 3. This was just the first one. But for the height, this was one of the most anticipated matches, not only of 2025, of all of professional wrestling. This was the one. When I seen it start off at World's End, I'm like, okay, Tony Khan about to give us a classic. Okada and Takeshita, the match started off very slow. And it kind of stayed slow until the last few minutes. Now, the last few minutes, unfortunately, it seemed like the referee botched the situation a little bit. Okada, he went to get the screwdriver from out the turnbuckle. He pulls the screwdriver out. And he puts it in his pants, and it's like the referee, he's looking right there at the screwdriver. So the referee acting like he didn't see the screwdriver is like a load of crap. It was obvious the referee seen the screwdriver, bro. It just ended a little bit weird. I think the referee might have botched it a little bit. The storyline we got out of it, though, is Takeshita got left in the ring while Don Callis held up Okada's hand. Who was the person that put the screwdriver in there? They say it is Bobby Monsoon. They say it is Don Callis. They're running the cameras back now. I don't know, man. Like, let me ask y'all. This is my question. Was the Takeshita and Okada, was that underwhelming to y'all, or did this live up to the hype? that everybody thought when they finally got in the ring in the Continental Classic tournament, it'll be a banger. I'm gonna look at the chat. Did it live up to the hype for y'all? I hate the end of the match. Yo, Gregory said, gettable. New Strickland and Offspray versus the Young Bucks, still match of the year for me. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. Leo, shit happens, man. The show must go on. That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. David said Okada wrestles like Triple H, but more slow. Yeah, I want to see Okada pick it up. I feel like I haven't seen Okada live. I seen some classic stuff on YouTube, but I haven't seen him live, like have one of them bangers. The reason why he's Okada. I was there when he fought Kenny Omega. I felt like that was underwhelming. I was there when he fought. I mean, I wasn't there, but I seen this match. It was underwhelming. You know what I mean? I feel like I haven't seen a, just live. Me watching live a 10 out of 10 Okada banger. Brim said it was a good match, but they got to run it back. They got to run it back a few times, too. It was a great first match of the feud. Yeah, I hear you. What else? Rando Mac, what's up, bro? I wish I could say AEW is better, but I don't watch... You don't watch AEW. No, I feel you, bro. That's hilarious. Delayed grass. It did it for me, but I didn't like the cheating at the end. Takeshita is leaving the Don Callis family. 100%. He's definitely leaving after he was left on the middle of the floor, man. He's definitely leaving, bro. Damn, dog, this is crazy, man. All right, let me get to the super chats. RB, good look, my man RB in the building. Good looking for the 5. Tony Khan didn't give us a curveball. He threw a knuckleball. I love this pay-per-view, especially Jon Moxley Redemption. Yo, that's hilarious. Knuckleball, that's funny, yeah. CEO Jordan, his match with Ospreay was great. I think, did I see that? I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I seen that online or not. Okada's like Randy Orton. He's smooth with a very great execution, and his in-ring storytelling is incredible. Yeah, it is, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like he needs to pick it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, just a little, just a little bit. Because when you have such a slow match, like the ending has to be perfect. The referee, the Takeshita, Okada, everyone has to have a perfect ending. The ending was like, you know what I mean? It was cool, but, we got Revolution. So I know Revolution, they better they better go all out, bro. They better act like that's the last time they're fighting, bro. Seriously. Because the level of expectation I have for this match, it was very, very high, man. It was a solid match. I'm not saying it was trash, but it didn't reach the expectation for me. I knew Tony Khan was going to cook tonight. Now, that's a fact. Remember I was telling y'all, too? I knew Okada was going to win. At least this match, you know what I mean? I just feel like Okada, he just wins the big matches, but we just seen him lose to Jon Moxley, so. MJF won the title. Now, that's a fact. Wrestle Kingdom January 4th, you will see a different Okada. Damn. Yeah, maybe we'll see Okada being like, man, he's mad he lost that last match and now he gotta go in, man. Yeah, Chicago was mid. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The Chicago crowd, Chicago's a great city. Chicago is one of the top wrestling cities in America, bro. When you go to Chicago, you feel that energy, dog. Like, whether it's AEW, WWE, these are some wrestling fans. They know they're wrestling. I was surprised at the Chicago crowd tonight, man. I was surprised that, like, I heard a lot of dead spots in this crowd, you know what I mean? But let me tell you this, though, with the dead spots. Some of them dead spots, I would say probably most of them, you could see the boredom in the crowd WWE when you hear dead spots. With this crowd, a lot of the dead spots, I'm looking at every fan and I'm just seeing people engage. I'm seeing them look. I'm seeing them really just locked in, laser focused to what's going on. But it was a little bit surprising to hear the I guess the lack of noise from the Chicago crowd in some spots, you know what I mean? Chicago is mid because they sound like they were into it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Land Deck, my man Deck, what's up? Chicago, the crowd was fine. It's always audio issues. Damn, for real? That's crazy, bro. The screwdriver storyline makes more sense than anything WWE has going on. Nah, that's a fact. Trust me, I take the screwdriver storyline more than a lot of stuff. I think the next installment, bro, they're gonna need to they gotta put on that second match. They have to put on the second match, man. Shout out to Chief Keef. Yeah, facts. Bro, you should see New Japan crowds. They are silent until the big moves happen. That's because they pay attention to everything. Leo, I feel that. I gotta watch New Japan. And that's what I felt like this crowd was doing. They was very, very, very locked into what's going on. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen, man. Like, yo, let me ask y'all. Does Takeshita fight Okada at Revolution? Or like, is their next match at Revolution, or do we not rush it? Do we just kind of fall back, or you know what I mean? What do you think Tony Khan going with the booking? Darby and Gay Kid was insane and still as stiff as F. Yeah, screwdriver on a. Somebody said screwdriver on a pole match. Cody. Joe Hendry SmackDown debut was a pre-taped show and doing goofy shit with goofy wrestlers. Probably at Revolution. 2025 was AEW's year. That's a fact. Yeah, I'm thinking Revolution. I'm thinking Revolution too, man. After that, bro, man. Yo, who would have thought, dog, this would have cooked like this, man? Dog, who would have thought in a million years Kyle Fletcher and Jon Moxley? I thought, you know, I just thought Kyle Fletcher was going to win. I thought he was going to win the whole tournament. For him to get choked out, dog. Yo, somebody tell John Cena that's how you get choked out. Imagine if Kyle Fletcher was getting choked out at... That is how you get choked out, Jonathan. I gotta get like C-Jax and call him by his full name, Jonathan. That is how you get choked out. You don't get choked out with a smile on your face. That dude fought and fought and fought. He couldn't fight no more. Oh my goodness! We got a $50 bazooka! Boom! My man Billy! MJF World Champ, baby. Hell yeah. A way to end the year. WWE is cooked, man. That's a fact, bro. Good looking for the 50 ball. Good looking for the 50 ball, man. MJF is World Champ, bro. AEW is looking real good going into 2026, man. And it's because of stuff like this, Billy. It's because of the storylines that just like the end of this match, dog. I can't. Oh my God. We all know this is professional wrestling. We all know this is professional wrestling. But how Kyle Fletcher how his face even turns red. When you get choked out in WWE, a choke looks like this. You still see a man's whole neck. When Jon Moxley was choking Kyle Fletcher out, the dude's face was turning purple and red. It was changing colors. It's like a balance. Not saying he should be choking him out for real, but I'm saying it should be a balance because that's where professional wrestling is the best, when you can balance real life and what's scripted, or in real life and what's supposed to happen. He choked him out, dog. That his arm went limp. Oh my God, that is how you get choked out. Then he got mad at the ref, like, what? No, yo, that was fire. Dog, Kyle Fletcher is fire. Dog, this was a masterpiece. If you're in the chat, right, and you're coming up in the ranks as an independent wrestler, I got friends that's independent wrestlers. Dog, these are the type of matches you have to sit down. You have to study. You have to study the ring psychology in this match. Jon Moxley is straight badass. He sold like Shawn Michaels, like Dolph Ziggler, like he sold like the best sellers that ever was that stepped foot in this business. He knows how to whip ass and he knows how to sell. This is crazy. Kyle Fletcher, whatever Tony Khan is writing on that paper for the booking, he's going to deliver. This is a man you put a whole company on his back. You bet the house on somebody like Kyle Fletcher. When it's time for Jon Moxley to go over, he's going over. When it's time for his time to win a TNT, then he's still in his 20s. He has time to win a C2. Then go around with the Unified Champion, then go around with the AEW. It's a lot of time left. I'm seeing people online talk about, yo, bro, Kyle Fletcher should have won. Jon Moxley didn't need it. I understand that, dog. I'd be lying to say I don't understand. I'm a part of the Don Callis family. I understand that point. I understand why Kyle Fletcher winning could progress his career. Jon Moxley don't need it. I understand that 100%. But man, everybody assumed that either three people was going to win. Kyle Fletcher, Takeshita, or Okada. We seen routes to every single one. To throw the curveball of the century, and not just a curveball. Because when Triple H, when he throws curveballs, he's just throwing a blind curveball like this. Brock Lesnar comes back. Dolph Ziggler comes back. Joe Hendry's coming. No, this was a curveball that it was like, oh, I didn't see that coming. That actually makes sense. Jon Moxley cutting that promo at the end. He sounded like Austin too. His voice all raspy. Dog, it made sense of him winning. The layers in this storyline is like a 120 story building. Just layer after layer after layer. Shout out Deep Green VO for the $2. Darby don't give a F about his body at all. Yo, oh yeah, this is another thing too. I'm glad you said that, bro. Yo, shout out you, bro. I'm glad you said that because you this is another thing I wanted to say about this match. Now, we gonna be real, y'all. You know I'm gonna keep it real with everybody. Everything isn't too much peachy and cream, you mean? I know I might sound pussy saying this too, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I might sound pussy saying this. But I don't think we need spots like this. And it was another spot too. I'm gonna find it. But this was one of the spots. Jon Moxley getting the you know what I mean, getting that I forgot the brain buster on the end of the apron. I don't think we need spots like that, to be honest, dog. I think the match could have told the story without spots like this. And this wasn't too bad, but I'm like, yo, the way Jon Moxley hit the end of that ring apron, it was like, man, dog, it was bad, man. And I think we need to watch spots like this just because I want to see Jon Moxley have a long career, bro. I don't want to see Jon Moxley, you know what I mean, like Daniel Bryan, and you know what I mean. You know what Daniel Bryan, he can't even do a whole joint. I feel like Daniel Bryan can't even commentate a whole how do you call it? He can't even commentate a whole show because of the injuries and stuff he has with his neck. Now, this was the other spot, dog, that I'm like, all right, this was way too much, bro. Dog, Kyle Fletcher falling directly on his head, bro. Kyle Fletcher falling directly on his head off of the top rope. I thought Kyle Fletcher broke his neck legitimately. We don't need spots like this to tell the story. We didn't need that spot for this to be the match that it was. Spots like this, man. Because you know what's going to happen, y'all, right? You know what's going to happen sooner or later? We're all gonna be sitting here having a conversation of, damn, man, I'm not even gonna put it in the universe, bro. I'm actually catch myself with that because I don't even want that to happen. But we're gonna be here having a very unfortunate conversation. See, I've been watching wrestling a long time. I seen with Sid Justice. Remember, he jumped off the ring and straight snapped his whole leg, changed his career. Remember when Goldberg kicked Bret Hart, changed his whole career? Do y'all remember? See, I was like 10, 11 years old when Bret Hart picked Stone Cold up. I was watching that match and he slammed him on the power driver. Dog, that could have killed Stone Cold. Remember Droz? Remember Droz and D'Lo Brown? Dog, I could keep going. We don't need spots like this. I am very surprised AEW hasn't had no crazy ass situation happen because they've been rolling the dice with spots like this. Ariel Helwani talked to Tony Khan about that. Tony Khan's doing a hell of a job. And I know some of the AEW people think I'm pussy. I don't care, bro. I don't feel like these wrestlers. I want to see Kyle Fletcher in 10 years. I want to see him in 15 years. I don't want to. Dog, you see how John Cena walks now? He walks with like a hunchback, bro. I don't like seeing that. I want to see our wrestlers. We already have a hard time having our wrestlers stay alive. A lot of our favorite wrestlers are dead. These wrestlers put their body and life on the line. No questions asked. This shit isn't even about money. This is about passion. They love this shit, dog. Somebody needs to step in and make sure certain spots don't need to be happening. Kyle Fletcher, this is the guy that's going to carry AEW on the back for the next decade. I've said it multiple times. We don't need to be putting the who we bet the house on in spots where he could have got his neck broke. And then before that, Okada. This happened to Okada the match before. It's entertaining. It was fire. But the human in me comes out and say, yo, I could enjoy this match without that. I really want AEW to just pump the brakes a little bit on certain spots because I've been watching professional wrestling long enough where the luck's gonna run out. It's like if you keep stealing something from the store and keep getting away with it. You keep cheating on your woman and keep getting away with it. You keep doing certain stuff, but you keep getting away with it. The luck is going to run out. And when it runs out, it won't be Tony Khan that'll be sitting up there paralyzed. It'll be one of the wrestlers that we really love. We already got Will Ospreay. Daniel Bryan said, dog, did y'all hear Daniel Bryan said can't even catch a fucking airplane without having extreme pain in his neck? That is my only critique of AEW. Entertaining as hell. It's entertaining. But I just need them to slow down on the unnecessary spots. But yeah, man, that's all, bro. We all can't be Mick Foley. Tubi with the $5. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. D'Lo Droz, yeah, dog. Yeah, facts. Trust, they be safe or how they land. Chris Collins, no, bro. Chris Collins, this is what I'm saying. In professional wrestling, dog, yo, the attention be safe. I'm sure that Kyle Fletcher and who was, I can't remember. Oh yeah, Moxley. I'm sure the intentions be safe, but there was a wise man that said the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Your intentions could be good all day and night. All it takes is a little bit slipperage on a rope. All it takes is somebody to blow their knee out on the joint. Now, it's like a half an inch. Do you understand that if Kyle Fletcher, if his neck was like a half an inch, maybe an inch, a little bit higher, dog, we're having a different conversation tonight. We're having a different conversation tonight. He did everything. If you look at that, he tucked his chin in. You know what I mean? He did everything he's supposed to do. And this is another thing, Chris Collins. There's no way you could land on your neck safe like that. It's just impossible. You could get up, you could finish the match, you could go and do another match. But what we're not seeing is the stem cell treatments they got to get in a few years. What we're not seeing is the ride home, dog, the therapy, just the shit they have to go through as professional wrestlers, because Kyle Fletcher has a top tier physique. So Kyle Fletcher, he can't take a few days off. He has to go back in the gym and squat, deadlift, bench press. He still has to put more strain on his body. Not only that, these dudes be turning around, be fighting right back on Dynamite, having a similar match. I respect that, because I agree with you, Chris. The intentions are to be as safe as possible, and I'm pretty sure they are. They are trying to be safe as possible. But the reality of it is, it's no way to just, it's compound interest, dog. That is going to break down the body. Coop, good looking for the $5. I remember when Mox said this when the real work begins. Before he went sober and he started the Death Riders, it's proven true, in my opinion, as a fan. Coop, that's a fact, dog. Bobby, Tony Khan is a maniac. Not facts. What happened to Big E? Yeah, Big E, bro. And these wrestlers be having more in the tank. Daniel Bryan could have gave us like a good 5 to 10 more matches. Big E, he could have gave us year after year. Bro, yeah, man. Oh my God. You're Pastor Bobby Preacher. AEW must have a lifetime discount plan on Tylenol Medical. Maui Wowie. Kyle Fletcher Pro, he landed perfectly flat on both his shoulders. The shoulders took most of the impact. Yeah, King Mundo, I feel you. I feel you. But what I'm saying is too many of them spots, dog, the luck is gonna run out. We all see what happened with Adam Cole. CEO Jordan, there's no safe way to land on your neck. Not at all. Not at all. Let me see. Triple GPT with the $5. Pretty good show tonight. A little dangerous, but we will fix that soon. If it wasn't for that SmackDown, this would have been. Yo, Triple GPC said if it wasn't for SmackDown, this would have been the best show of the week. Yo, this dude is a fool, bro. Oh my God. I don't even know how does he muster up these comments, dog. Oh my God, dog. Yo, that is laughable, bro. Literally. Chris Statlander and Jamie Hayter had a similar spot like that, too. It made me jump back. Yeah, they was going down. Gregory Crack. Best PPV of the year, AEW Fright Night. Yeah, now this, damn, was this the best pay-per-view of the year? Probably, dog. That's my only gripe, yeah, man, honestly. But outside of that, yo, this probably was the best pay-per-view of the year. Even the matches I didn't want to see, like the Mayhem Nuts and all of that stuff, man. Even matches like that. So, damn, who we have next? We had that. Oh, I think we had this next. We had a solid match from FTR and let me pull this up. Let me see where we at. Solid match from FTR and the Bang Bang Gang. I was expecting Jay White. I was expecting Jay White to come out. I'm not familiar with Jay White, but I did a little bit of research. People was telling me that he might be coming out tonight, and he didn't come out tonight. But I've been put on notice about the Bang Bang Gang. You know what I mean? They usually on Collision. I don't be tapping into them like that at all, but I like their performance with FTR. Hold on, let me see one thing. I gotta shout out my man real quick, bro. I gotta shout out my man in this match. Hold on. Oh, damn. Let me give me 1 second, man. I gotta shout out my man Stokely, man. Stokely, listen to your boy Bobby Basu, man. Hold on. Let me find this. Let me find this Stokely situation. Oh damn, where the hell? Aew Worlds End. Where the hell is this shit at? Live on pay-per-view. Yeah, hold on. My man Stokely. Remember when Stokely came out the last pay-per-view? He had on the karate, yeah, man. He had on the karate joints, man. Now my man, he threw on the Yeezys this time, y'all. My man Stokely threw on the Yeezys. Oh man, my man Stokely threw on the Yeezys. He put the Bruce Lees back in the closet. Speaking of Stokely, did y'all see the spot where he missed the table? You know what I mean? That could have looked a lot worse. It wasn't that bad though. 0 hours was better than all of Saturday. Damn, for real. Yo, delayed grass. Let me ask you something, bro. Since you brought up 0 hour, why is Ricochet on 0 hour, bro? Like, I need to see Ricochet on that main show, man. Like, he won the national title, and I said this, bro. I don't want to see Ricochet on 0 hour with that national title. That national title need to be on the main show. But, yo, what's up, Dre? He's an AEW senior wrestler. Stoke yelling, "I'm not a part of the fight." Yeah, nah, that's a fact. That was hilarious, bro. Yeah, Stokely, man. He had this one spot, man, where he missed the table. And well, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, FTR is doing their thing, man. Like, I think FTR being Hills is fire. I think them going against what's that? Edge and Christian. I think that need to be next for them, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I kind of wanted Brodito to have another run, man. I kind of wanted Brodito to have the titles a little bit more, bro. Because 0 hours is actually watched by people, and that's AEW way of keeping people happy. That's a fact. That's a fact. Let me see. Hold on. Win the Cosmic Grand by shout out for the $5. Who is the most ever AEW wrestler? The most over AEW wrestler in Chicago? Because the crowd was weird tonight. Yeah, man. I think they was locked in, bro. I think they was locked in. Yeah, it did come off a little bit weird. But it could go either way. Now, did y'all see this? Not only Mercedes Burley lose another tag team match, she ate the pin. She ate the pin to Willow Nightingale. Do y'all remember how Mercedes Moné even got that TBS title around her waist? It's from beating Willow Nightingale. Oh, Bobby Monsoon loved the BBWs. Willow Nightingale, one of my favorite women wrestlers. One of my favorite wrestlers. Yeah, man, just to watch. I always, yeah, man, enjoy a Willow Nightingale match. I feel like she always surprised me. I like them bubbly characters. I don't know why. Like Bailey, Willow Nightingale. Yeah, man. I guess that's the kid of me, just to like the bubbly characters, man. I did not see this coming. I was wrong. Y'all see, I was wrong in this prediction, man. I swore that I swore that Athena and Mercedes was gonna win this match, but they didn't. And it seems like it's leading to a situation that's gonna be a New Year's Eve. You know what I mean? Mercedes Moné, she cuts a promo, and she's straight. I'm gonna beat your fucking guy, yo. She dropped the F-bomb right on TV. She's having a temper tantrum backstage. Mercedes Moné versus Willow Nightingale. At the New Year's Eve show on Dynamite. Bro, could we see triple champion Willow at All In when she beats Chris? Damn! Triple champion? Oh, is that because she won the TBS, the world? Oh, that would be fire, bro. Who said that? Oh, damn, I don't know how to pronounce it. Kara. That would be fire, y'all. That would be fire. Willow got revenge. She got revenge. And this is what I'm talking about, the layers of storytelling. Like, yo, this is why I'm happy I tuned into AEW, because you have to really be watching to understand the meaning of Willow Nightingale pinning Mercedes Moné. I feel why the AEW people was on my ass before, because I would criticize certain stuff and they'll be like, no, well, I forgot my man name. What's my man name? He used to always be in my joints. Mad Dog. Mad Dog used to be in my comments. We used to be going back and forth. Yeah, man. And it's like, if you don't understand the layers of storylines and why something means something, you would think it's just random booking, or you would think it's this and that. And that's what I'm kind of used to at WWE. But if you gotta understand how much it meant for Willow to pin Mercedes Moné, I don't think that ever happened. She never got her lick back from when she pinned her after she lost the TBS title, which was like well over a year ago. She won that title. I think that was the first title she won when she first stepped foot in AEW, Mercedes Moné. For Mercedes Moné to turn around, have this incredible run. Now you get lost. But the loss that probably stung her most is Willow Nightingale. In a tag team match with Harley Cameron, a tag team that nobody really took serious. Now she calls out Willow Nightingale on New Year's Eve Dynamite. And I'm interested in that. I'm interested in seeing, man, how is Tony Khan going to book that? Because we can't say Mercedes is definitely going to beat Willow Nightingale. Mercedes got the doubt in her mind now. She's in her dressing room. She's breaking the TV. She's throwing the makeup around. She's trashing the whole dressing room. Mercedes Moné is doubting herself now. This is William Shakespeare level of story writing. Willow Nightingale finally got her revenge, man. I'm liking that, man. I'm liking that. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Where we at with the likes, man? Let's try to reach oh damn, I can't even see where we at with the likes. Hold on. We at 153. Let's try to get it up to 200 likes, man. Good looking for everybody tapping in with the chat. Oh, Willow Nightingale, one of my favorite, bro. I'm interested in seeing what they're gonna do at the New Year's Eve match with Willow Nightingale and man. Now we got, man. We had I'm trying to find her. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me go in the archive real quick, man. Hold on. Yo, Darby Allin and Gabe Kidd, man. This was kind of a I can't even say it was a random match, just because Gabe Kidd have been a pain in Darby Allin ass for a minute now. Remember, Gabe Kidd was the one that put the fire on the table when Pac threw Darby Allin onto the fire on the table. So I can't say it was random. This was a cool. It was a fire match. You know what I mean? We all know Darby Allin. He's gonna give his body. He's gonna go to the next level. He's gonna, you know what I mean? He's gonna do everything he can just to give everybody a show. But 2026, I want to see Darby Allin moved up on the card. We gotta move him up on the card, bro. He missed the Continental Classic because of injury. That was unfortunate. I'm not saying we can even make him AEW champion, which I've been hearing that those were the play. Yo, let me. I heard somebody say that. I heard a lot of people say that at AEW All In, it was supposed to be Darby Allin that won. You know what I mean? Instead of Hangman Adam Page. Is that true? Darby Allin pulled out the stinger. Yeah, he pulled out the stinger finisher. Yeah, we are Bobby. Yeah, Darby needs to move up. Chris, I love Gabe Kidd. WWE fans try to call him a jobber. He's one of the big names. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Gabe Kidd is fire. You know what I mean? I like his. I like Gabe Kidd and Darby Allin feud, to be honest. Cause I like Gabe Kidd being like a bully, you know what I mean? And Darby Allin somehow pulling it off at the last few seconds. But I feel like it's been a while. Darby Allin been in that mid card. He's been fighting the Gabe Kids, the you know what I mean, people like that. We need him just another level up. I want to see some gold around Darby Allin way. Shout out Coop for the $5. Hit the like. Oh, he said, hey, what? Hey, what's the best part of PPV, bro? I didn't see it. Coop, man, John Moxley. It's not even close. And it was fire all pay per view. When I say it's not even close, it's not. When I say that with WWE, it's like one good thing will happen, and it's not even close comparison to anything else. But with this AEW, John Moxley, I'm saying it's not even close, but it was like all fire, but that was just a different stratosphere of storytelling. I don't see how John Moxley winning the Continental Classic gets booked better than John Cena's last match. It's kind of crazy. But man, I think 2026, man, hopefully Tony Khan could just move Darby out a little bit up in the car. Adam Cole was a part of the prediction at 0 hour. Oh yeah, he was. That was good to see Adam Cole. Adam Cole was a part of prediction at 0 hour. I'm going to have to catch Fletcher and Mox later. I'm happy wrestler's still alive somewhere. Yeah, facts, dog. That was fire. He was on pace to win the title, but took the Mount Everest route. Damn, I wonder why he did that. Biz said he actually chose Mount Everest. Mr. Block Ice, hell, I want to see a cliffhanger of some kind. Make me want to tune in next week to see what the hell happens next. Yeah. Yeah, I do too, man. I do too. See, Darby Allin. This is the thing about Darby. He's given such an effort. We need some storyline with Darby Allin, man. We need some storyline. He had the crazy spot with the casket drop off of the top rope, man. It was some fire spots in this match, bro. Seriously, man. Let me see. I gotta definitely see some more. I gotta see more from Darby. Not from Darby Allin, from the booking of Darby Allin, man. Now we thought this match was gonna be this match actually the Mayhem Nuts match. uh, yeah, I don't. It's crazy. This was a gimmick type match, but it was still. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot better than what I thought it was gonna be. It was a lot better than what I thought it was gonna be, man. And we got the yo. I see Castagnoli was. It seemed like he was booked so strong, and now all of a sudden he got knocked out of the Continental Classic. Now he can't even beat the conglomeration. It's like he took a few steps down, bro. Mercedes crashing the f out. Going mad, losing everything. The storyline brewing with a theater. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. MJF, Ospreay, Fletcher, the next champions. I love mixed nuts mayhem match. Yeah, Leo. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was a gimmick type match. It was a nice match. After because we just had Gabe Kidd. Yeah, that was like the middle of the night match. You know what I mean? This was kind of fire. Yeah, Castagnoli doing Tony Storm dirty. So it was definitely some spots in this joint that was kind of fire, bro. Then you got like then you had Roddy and his wife in a face off. You know what I mean? It's like people wanted to know what's gonna happen with that. Man, like. The only thing I would say, though, I want to see going into 2026, bro. We gotta see. I need to see this man start defending his title, bro. This match was Leo. This match was cool. I'm not mad at it. But Mark Briscoe, you are the TNT champion, bro. I think you only defended the title one time. Like, you got the TNT title. This is not no new title like Ricochet got. This is not no speed title where you win in 2 minutes. This is the TNT championship. we need some storyline around Mark Briscoe and the TNT Championship. We need we need to find him someone to be feuding with. This mixed nut mayhem shit was cool. It was cute. It was cute. That's what it was. You got Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm dancing in the ring. It was cute. But bro, you're holding one of the most prestige titles in AEW. I don't want to hear about no mixed nut mayhem when it comes to Mark Briscoe. Everybody else is cool. But Mark Briscoe, you holding one of them titles, bro. And we know it's not his fault. It's really Tony Khan. But yeah, that's why I say it wasn't perfect. But I'm going to need Tony Khan going into 2026. We're talking about Mark Briscoe. This dude, he is a walking storyline. Every time he speak at the past, he got no teeth. Dog, this dude is a walking storyline. Let's get him in some type of feud that means something. Like why we can't get Darby Allin and Mark Briscoe just off of respect? Babyface, so what? This is about respect. Darby Allin and Mark Briscoe will be fire. Them just going at it, fighting tooth and nail to the death. After what Gabe Kidd do, I wouldn't mind Gabe Kidd and Mark. I just want to see Mark Briscoe in some type of storyline that's gonna. Remember how the MJF Mark Briscoe storyline happened? MJF bringing up his dead brother. I mean, MJF really pushing the envelope, really pulling at Mark Briscoe heartstrings, really trying to get to him. I want to see that because I think that's the best way to book Mark Briscoe. When you're pissing him off, when you're putting him in an underdog scenario, in an underdog situation. He got the TNT title, and the only thing I can remember that he done with it was change the title to Army Camouflage. That looks great, Mark Briscoe. It looks great. 2026, bro. We need to see... Not no Mark Briscoe versus Eddie Kingston, or even that would be cool. But at this point, I just need something other than what he's doing now. Mixed Nuts Mayhem. I just need something other than that, bro. Mark Briscoe had one title defense since winning the AEW Championship on 11/22. It's barely been a month, Bobby. Yeah, I feel that. But look, delayed grass. It's barely been a month. But what are we building to? We're not even building towards nothing. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, where are we going with this in 2026? That's the TNT title. Maybe I'm being selfish. Delayed grass. I wanted to see the TNT title on the line because I'm not gonna get another AEW pay-per-view until March. I gotta deal with Saturday Night Slam event, Royal Rumble, whatever else they got coming up until we get the March. I just wanted to see the TNT title, you know what I mean, on the last pay-per-view. This is World's End. This is the end of the year. This is the end of, we're capping it off. So yeah, man, I'm gonna give it some time though. You're right. It's only been a month. MJF versus Bobby Lashley. That's what I'm. Oh, not even that. I would like what's the name versus Bobby Lashley? Mixed Nuts Part 2. Bobby hurt. Yeah, I think he is hurt. MJF versus Bobby Lashley. I don't know what's going on with Bobby Lashley, bro. Like, it's just, yeah, he gotta be hurt. But all right, if Bobby Lashley hurt, what about Shelton Benjamin? Why isn't Shelton Benjamin nowhere in the you know what I mean, in the title picture? We get to watch Sammy win the Rumble. Yo, hold on, bro. I gotta figure this out. What's up with Shelton Benjamin, bro? Cause what is Tony Khan? What he must be with? There's no news on Shelton Benjamin. Yo, there's literally no news on Shelton Benjamin, dog. AEW superstar brings power prevents so Rock Houston. MVP shares story how Shelton Benjamin ran track. What the hell? So he's not. So he seems like Shelton Benjamin is healthy, but I guess there's no creative for him. And if Bobby Lashley is hurt, Shelton Benjamin need to be doing something else, bro. Shelton lost the other night. Damn, for real? Damn. Shelton is home for the holidays. AEW Incredible Tournament 2025. Good looking for the $8, George. WWEC, the tournament was the worst ever. Yeah, yo. Oh my God. It's disgust. Yo, that's actually. Yo, George, that's kind of crazy, bro. It's kind of sad when you compare the last time is now tournament 2025 to the C2 2025. It's just like you can't even compare it. You can't even come close, man. Man, I want Montez Ford to join the Hurt Syndicate, bro. I would be so. I want Montez Ford to do anything but collect dust, bro. Chris Statlander continuously to prove why, you know what I mean? Why she deserves to be AEW Women's Champion, man. Solid showing with her and Jamie Hayter. I feel like every time I see Jamie Hayter, I'm liking what I'm seeing more and more, man. Solid showing with Jamie Hayter. Chris Statlander retained the title. This was one of the matches the crowd was a little bit quiet on, too. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with Chris Statlander as far as storyline wise going into 2026. I'm pretty sure they're gonna cook up something fire. But with Mercedes Moné seeming like she's out the title picture, Toni Storm seems like she's just they got her, yeah, I mean, out the title picture too. You got Willow Nightingale, she's a tag team champion. She might be going into a program with the TBS title and Mercedes Moné. Maybe Tekla. Maybe some more matches. Oh yeah, Megan, yo, bro. Oh my God, I forgot. Megan Bayne and Chris Statlander 2026 is overdue, bro. I forgot about Megan Bayne. That's what we need in 2026. Megan Bayne, Chris Statlander, dog. Yeah, facts. Chris, I almost forgot about that. Yo, my man Wolf, what's up, bro? Statlander versus Tekla going to be next. Yeah. I can see Statlander and Tekla being next because the Megan Bayne, Chris Statlander, that is going to feed families. That's gonna you might gotta hold that till August. You might gotta hold that till August and All In. That's gonna be one of the greatest women matches of all time, dog. I'm calling it, bro. Megan Bayne, one of my favorite, dog. That's one of the matches when I see I don't even care who wins. Greg said Chris Statlander retains. They wrestled like twice already. I don't know if they tied. Yeah. I seen that. I think I seen them wrestle once, I believe. What do you think about the Continental Classic for women next year? Damn. I mean, why not? If it's gonna be like what we just got this year, yeah, why not, bro? The women in AEW could pull it off. We seen that blood and guts with the women. We got more than enough talent as far as the AEW women that could pull off a Continental Classic for the women's division. So I definitely wouldn't be mad at that, man. Man. No, I'm gonna be real with this match, y'all. I love the outcome of this match. I love that Jon Moxley won. Um, yeah, this is a professional wrestler, so this is where you pull off something like that, bro. I love that Jon Moxley won. You mean Okada? He was working on the ankle the whole match. You know what I mean? The whole match, and Jon Moxley kind of pulled it out of nowhere at the end. Um, I'm surprised he didn't have to cheat or not. Oh no, I guess it was a low blow here and there, but nothing really crazy. Nothing that Okada wouldn't have done. You know what I mean? I thought I was actually going to see Takeshita come out and cost him the match, or maybe a Don. Where was Don Callis at? Yo, Don Callis did. Yo, do y'all notice that Don Callis was absent on the two matches that his people lost in? Don Callis was absent when Kyle Fletcher lost. Why he was absent, I don't know. He was literally just sitting out there. All you had to do was sit your ass down. Why are you going up the rant with Okada? I don't know. Then he was absent on this match. We need Don Callis in the ringside, man. I wonder if they're gonna. Yo, am I bugging? Okada wrestles like Triple H, but more athletic. Big ups, man. Hope you're doing well. Yo, what's up, 808? What's up, bro? Yeah, I'm going good. Hope you're doing well, too. You cannot cost someone a match in the C2 since it's Continental rules. You will be fine if you do. Yeah, I'm not saying cost him the match. I'm saying his presence. Sometimes when you fighting and you see a coach right there, sometimes you man. Maybe Okada could have kicked out, man. Maybe Fletcher wouldn't have passed out. Maybe he would have hawked up like Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan. I wonder if they're gonna play that in the storyline that Don Callis was absent in from commentary. You know what I mean? In both of the matches, but he was there when Okada beat what's the name, Takeshita. Okada is what Triple H Thick Gunther is. Damn. That Okada and Gunther would be interesting. Nobody is allowed ringside in the C2. Yo, YouTuber, what's the name? He was ringside the first match. He was on He wasn't ringside. He was on commentary for Okada and Takeshita. Yeah. The first match he was on commentary. Cause was trash talking about Mox door. He said Cause was trash. I love God Callis on the commentary. He clearly favors Okada one-on-one, no interference. Yeah, I know it's no interference, but he was on commentary the first match. What I'm saying is, if he was on commentary the first match, he should have stayed his ass on commentary the second match, and maybe Kyle Fletcher wouldn't have tapped out. And maybe, I mean, if he came back on commentary, maybe Okada would have beat Moxley. Yeah, I like Okada. You might be right, actually. Why wasn't he comment? That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's gonna play in the storyline, you know what I mean? But it's gonna be interesting. The Don Callis family could fall apart with the infighting and Don being able to hold it together. Yeah, Don Callis, man, I gotta holler at him, man. I'm gonna call him, man. We gotta make sure my man Don Callis, we not favoring what's his name? What's that dude name? We not favoring Okada too much, man. We got a lot of love we gotta spread around. But this match was, damn, I really thought Moxley was gonna lose this match. I'm like, damn, man, Okada about to win again. He's the king of the tournaments. Jon Moxley pulled it out again, dog. Cut a fire promo, man. Just a promo that's just like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Maybe I'm being selfish, dog. I felt like Jon Moxley on that promo, dog. I feel like he was talking about all of us, bro. I feel like Jon Moxley was talking about all of us in that promo, dog. He was talking about the people in the ring. He was talking about the fans. He was talking about the people online, dog. He was talking about the ring announcers. Dog, we go through a lot as wrestling fans, man. For real, bro. For Jon Moxley to speak on everybody. Yo, was I the only one to think that they was going to turn on Moxley right here? Because look how the Death Riders, hold on. Look how the Death Riders was looking as Moxley cutting the promo. I'm like, oh my God, they about to do Moxley dirty, bro. And they just let him live. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that call, bro. I'm not mad at that call because you always got that. You always play the card where the knife goes in the back. Look at Castagnoli. I'm like, bro, Castagnoli looks like he's ready to beat the brakes off of Moxley. Damn, bro. I thought Claudia was ready to upper. Yo, I swore that was gonna happen, man. You see Marina Shafir, and look, yo, I wish they get a shot at Daniel Garcia. The way Daniel Garcia was looking, look how he's looking. He's not even looking at Moxley a lot of this promo. Damn, for them not to turn on Moxley was, yo, it's just like the seed was planted. It had everybody on the edge. Everybody standing up, bro. Because not only what a performance from John Moxley stole the show. It's like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? Damn, nothing happened. Oh, that's what's up. You still left good. Yo, bro. Small said, where was Pac? Where was he? Where was Pac? Is Pac hurt? Hold on, let me see. Pac. April. Oh nah, dog. Nah, he ain't hurt or nothing. Like, damn, that was a great question. Where is Pac? Damn. Copycat says they still gonna turn on Moxley for siding with the fans. Damn, bro. Is so that's what's gonna happen? I could see that. Nigga, you sided with the fans. Yo, I could see that, bro. They gonna put the chair on Moxley ankle. Oh my god, yo, that's gonna be fire. Oh snap, I could see that. Cause as he's cutting the promo, nobody's like this, nobody's clapping, nobody's like hype. Everybody's just got the stone face. Yo, is that gonna happen? Maybe they would kill him on Dynamite. Pac is looking at himself in the mirror probably. Yo, Scooter, what's up, bro? Oh man, we in for a late night tonight. Shout out everybody that tapped in. The usual suspects, man. Scooter said they gonna do it when we don't see it coming. Yo, I know, bro. Damn. I really want to know. It got to be also Daniel Bryanson. I don't want to hear Tony Khan is the mastermind, the only one booking this. I think he got Brian Danielson. I think it's Tony Khan, and I think it's some people that we don't even know that's putting together the way to plant the seed right there. Have the Death Riders in all black. Have them just staring around, looking stiff. Then nothing happens. Then actually, Daniel Garcia was holding the title up for John Moxley at the end. It's like, yo, no one's seeing this coming, bro. Kingston was saving Mox with a Death Rider. You think so, bro? Brian was face and Death Riders were heel. Now Mox is face and the Death Riders are heels. Damn, that's fire. Will Washington. Will Washington is on the creative, I think. Oh, I don't even know who Will Washington is. Who agrees? Hopefully, a healthy Ospreay wins at Wembley. Yeah, I think Ospreay. Returns at Wembley and not returns at Wembley. Ospreay returns sometime in 2026. Maybe when the Owen tournament goes to Wembley and we get probably one of the when Ospreay wins at like real quick, y'all. This is if y'all remember my old setup. I still got that setup too. It's just easier to do content here. But hold on. Let me see. Yo, with Ospreay wins at Wembley, bro, is gonna be like this. I said this before, y'all. It's gonna be equivalent to when the British Bulldog won at Wembley, 1992 SummerSlam. It's gonna be that, bro. It's gonna be that, man. And we might even get Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. Like I don't know. It got to be somebody on the level of Kyle Fletcher. Somebody that could give Ospreay that type of moment, man. Damn, when Osprey wins at Wembley, that shit is good. That's gonna be a tearjerker, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I might be crying real tears when Osprey wins at Wembley. Coming back from injury, just the storyline that you could tell with that, bro, would be crazy. It'd be crazy, man. Okay, so Mox is Continental Champ until the next tournament. I mean, not he. I think he could lose the title. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think he could lose the title. He chipped his tooth, y'all. Look at that, bro. Chipped his tooth. That it looked like he completely lost his tooth, but I see it. I seen the match. I know he chipped his tooth. Damn, bro. Like, there's not too many people that is gonna put their life, their body, their pride on the line like John Moxley. And it's like, dog, he just put over. Understand that Kyle O'Reilly, the only reason why we're not seeing Kyle O'Reilly right now is because he's injured. John Moxley set Kyle O'Reilly up for another great run in AEW. John Moxley literally gave Kyle O'Reilly the rub. He's the first one to tap him out. Not the first one to tap him out. Y'all know what I mean. Kyle O'Reilly was the first one to start making John Moxley really look like people was doubting his skills. That people was doubting that John Moxley was the old John Moxley that he could be. Dog, Kyle O'Reilly's a part of that. John Moxley gave him that rub. But John Moxley could sell and lose and give up mid-carders the rub to have him go up. He could win the C2. This dude could do it all. He could be champion for 9 months and nobody could beat him. He literally had a Roman Reigns reign. Then he had a reign where he... Dog, John Moxley literally had a Roman Reigns reign. Similar. It wasn't years, but it was like how strong he was booked was like when Roman won all them years. Then he turned around and had a Cody type reign to where he did it all in a year. Then he lost. Then he built himself back. He turned babyface in front of our eyes, dog. I'm sorry to be a prisoner of the moment, but that was one of the best performances I've seen in my life, dog. I'm sorry, bro. What John Moxley did tonight, he stole the show from MJF. MJF won, and I'm cool. MJF is my favorite wrestler on any program. If you watch me, you know that's a fact. I love MJF. Promo, in-ring work. I love MJF. But my God, John Moxley just stole the whole show where I'm even questioning. I don't even know who I love now, bro. Then when the Death Riders do turn on him, do you know the heat the Death Riders will get? Shout out to John Moxley, bro. That man, dog. I'm so proud of John Moxley, man. I'm so proud, dog. This guy said it was a generational performance. This was one of the best performances I've ever seen in my life, dog. I hate to be a prisoner of the moment, dog, but you cannot be a fan of professional wrestling and watch this whole storyline progress, see it to come to that, and not just be in awe, dog. Man, dog. Yo. I'm so happy I watch AEW because people will really think that I just like to go online and I like to talk shit about wrestling when I only went online to talk good about wrestling. I went online around WrestleMania 40, before WrestleMania 40, when I thought wrestling was about to be back, when it was cool again. Oh, I didn't know Triple H was going to book this shit in a straight hell, down a toilet. But thank God for AEW, dog, because it really could show, dog, my appreciation for good work, good product. I just refuse to put stuff like Joe Hendry singing about balls over. I won't be ever putting stuff like that over. But John Moxley giving his blood, sweat, and tears, dog, oh my God, bro. Yo, John Moxley, the superstar of the year in 2025, bro. Who else you gonna pick? Who else did what John Moxley did this whole year, bro? Who else? Hangman Adam Page, John Moxley gave you that. This moment, John Moxley gave you that. The Death Riders, the Dominants, John Moxley gave you that. This dude is the superstar of 2025. I think we just started doing our rankings way too early. Man. When did Bobby start watching AEW? I actually got a video on my YouTube. My first time I watched AEW. But yeah, I'll be tapping into AEW. You know if you watch this shit. Bobby Masu a face run in AEW and he'll run in WWE. Kyle Fletcher. Bandito been fire all year. Wolf facts. Yo, I wish Bandito, bro. I need him on the main card, bro. I think we should have left the Bandito and Ricochet match for the Dynasty ring. I think we should have left that for this card, bro. And we probably could have took off. I don't know. It's hard to say take off of anything, bro. This was, damn. This might have been my favorite AEW card of the year, bro. Moxley is the real ace of AEW. I'm convinced that he is AEW lifer. The moment that would be awesome biz. Hopefully soon Cross will realize that WWE does not deserve his trust and loyalty. Yeah, Sarah. This the thing about that. So Sarah basically saying Mox is a pillar in AEW. Hopefully Cross will realize that WWE don't deserve his loyalty. Yo, Karrion Kross. AEW doesn't want Karrion Kross for whatever reason. I heard some things, maybe something with Scarlett. I'm not sure. So I don't really try to speak on stuff that I'm not too sure about. But one thing I am sure that if AEW wanted Karrion Kross, yeah, man, it would. No, that's just a phone call. So it's some politics that's going on that's clogging the pipeline of Karrion Kross being in AEW, and it is unfortunate. It's unfortunate for Karrion Kross. AEW will be fired, but AEW, they got Swerve, they got, you know what I mean, Offspring, MJF back, Moxley, Takeshita, Okada. AEW roster is stacked to the T. You know what I mean? Ricochet, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, Pac, Claudio Casto. We could keep going. The roster is so stacked. It's unfortunate for Karrion Kross. I mean, AEW doesn't really need Karrion Kross. It would be nice to have him. And another thing is, I would love to see Karrion Kross at AEW so he could be around certain level of workers, and I think that we'll get a different Karrion Kross as far as the in-ring work that we got from WWE, because a lot of people like to talk about Karrion Kross in-ring work and not being up to par, and I think it's solid. I think it's some room to improve. But if he was at AEW, yeah, man, like it's just like if you're a part of a fighting club and you just around a bunch of fighters, dog, and you're like the worst fighter. You spend a year or two, you're gonna get sharp, dog. You know what I mean? You're gonna get better just being around better people. So, damn, man, I do wish Karrion Kross was at AEW though. Oh, Chris Jericho, yeah, I miss Chris Jericho too. Killer Cross, Brody King, yeah. Damn, man, see, damn. What's up with Brodito, bro? I kind of miss Brodito, man. Then we got the last match, bro. Oh, no, that was, hold on. We got the last match, man. We knew this was gonna happen. MJF, I'm expecting MJF. Yo, let me ask my AEW people, bro. Let me ask y'all. I'm not putting my expectations too high We're getting MJF on a weekly basis, right? He's AEW champion. I'm not asking for too much for MJF to be on Dynamite on a weekly basis. Am I right? AEW is hitting on all cylinders. Yeah, no, that's a fact, right? Yo, Wolf, Bandito is fighting MJF at Maximum Carnage. January 14th? What? What the hell? Dan Wolverine said Bobby Lashley gonna take that from MJF. I don't think he can. MJF first run was over 400 days, I'm hearing. There's no way, like, we're going into all in with MJF, the AEW World Champion. Yeah, man. At least. Bear. Oh, damn, that's what's gonna happen. Oh. We're gonna get Ospreay and MJF at All In, bro. Am I bugging? Oh yeah, Bandito did win the Diamond Ring. MJF and Ospreay at All In. It's like we're getting that at least. MJF is going into All In versus Ospreay. Yo, Rich, yeah, facts. Yup, world title on the line. Bandito won the Dynamite Ring, so he'll be facing MJF for the title. Oh shit. Well, yeah, you know he's most likely gonna beat Bandito. MJF is generational talent. CEO Jordan, that's a good looking for the $2. I agree, man. MJF. Now look. When is All In? It's August like 30th or something like that. I want to see MJF. I really don't want no excuses, dog, because people be making excuses, dog. I want to see MJF on a weekly basis from here on out. Happy Gilmore was great. You're a movie star. All of that's great. We need MJF on a weekly basis on Dynamite. That's all I ask. I'm not asking for the greatest storyline. I'm not asking for... I already know Tony Khan is going to put the effort in to make whatever he's booking intriguing. That man got that title on his waist. Yeah, man, we need to see him on a weekly basis, man. Are you gonna go to All In? I will try. You see, I'm stuttering. I'm gonna try, yeah, man. Like I'm gonna try, yeah, man. Like I would definitely try. 100%, 100%. I'll try. You know, man. Yeah, I would try. Yeah, man. I just refuse. I don't have a problem investing in the AEW. Not even because I have some type of gripe with WWE. I'm a WWE guy, but I just cannot invest $1 into a product that's so lifeless. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? But AEW, I've been to all the AEW shows when they came to my city. I was at Dynasty when they came to Philly. I was at Collision when they came to Philly. I did miss when they was here for the residency. I did miss all them matches. My bread was messed up. But more times than not, when AEW comes to my city, I come. You know what I mean? I flew to Texas for All In, incredible event. Every time I've been to AEW, you know what I mean? More times than not, I enjoy myself. I went to Collision. It wasn't the best experience, but more times than not, I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed Dynasty. I enjoyed All In. And I'm going to try to make Revolution. And, yeah, man. I mean, man, yeah, I enjoyed All In Texas, so yeah, like All In London, I could just only imagine like the energy, the vibe, you know, and just being overseas. I never been to London, so that would be a fire experience. MJF not gonna have it that long. Bobby Lashley gonna take it. Shelton gonna take Ricochet belt. Yeah. This is the thing, bro. Hold on, who said that? Damn, where was it? MJF. All right, Wolverine. This is the thing, because Wolverine said MJF not gonna have it that long. Bobby Lashley gonna take it. Shelton gonna take Ricochet belt. Now that would make sense if the Hurt Syndicate was being booked how they was probably booked a few like months ago, around the time where MJF was trying to join the Hurt Syndicate. That would kind of make sense. Right now, like, what is Bobby Lashley gonna come back and try to bully MJF? Like, Bobby Lashley, We just seen you struggle with, you know what I mean, Ricochet. If I'm not mistaken, Ricochet was beating y'all ass. That's how Ricochet even got up in the ranking, you know what I mean, with his On Demand faction. The Hurt Syndicate was struggling with On Demand, bro. I don't see Bobby Lashley coming back and jumping in the title picture. Why would Bobby Lashley jump in the title picture when he haven't been in the title picture the whole time? I know Tony Khan likes to book random stuff like that, but I just don't see it happening. If it happens, it needs to build towards that. I don't see a pathway where Bobby Lashley. Now, of course, they had heat. Bobby Lashley kicked MJF out, but dog, nobody really cares. I mean, for me, dog, I never liked that storyline where MJF was trying to join the Hurt Syndicate. It kind of, you know what it reminds me of, y'all? Y'all gonna appreciate this if y'all watch WWE back in the day. Y'all gonna appreciate this, y'all. Hold on. You know what MJF joining a Hurt Syndicate? You know what that was like, y'all? Y'all know what that was like, bro? Raise your hand if you remember this. Remember, remember Owen Hart joined the Nation of Domination? A Caucasian Canadian white guy joined the Nation of Domination. And, it was fire. I actually like the storyline. But it still is like, it's a reach. Why is MJF joining a Hurt Syndicate? It's just like, why? This is MJF. Bobby Lashley hasn't gotten one title yet. Shelton Benjamin hasn't gotten one title yet, except for the tag team titles. Why is MJF acting like he wants to join people so much lower than him? And I love Bobby, and I love Shelton, and I love MVP. I just didn't like the storyline. It reminded me of this. And if you grew up and you watched the Attitude Era, you find this hilarious because you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I love Owen Hart, bro, because he didn't. It was like somehow he actually pulled this off, and it wasn't the worst thing ever. It wasn't cringe. It wasn't. It's just when you look back at it, you know what I mean. The Nation of Domination was fighting against the man, and they were sick of getting screwed over by the man. And you turn around and Owen Hart's joining them. Um, but yeah, it just kind of reminded me of that. D'Lo not getting that main belt. Remember when D'Lo he had the European title? Then he had the chest. Yo, I used to love the Nation, dog. They used to be fire. But yeah, man, MJF. Well, basically, what I'm saying, and I'll make a long story short, on paper is fire. I just don't see the pathway to it outside of, oh, they had heat before, but I feel like they shouldn't have ever had heat in the first place because they should have never even had that storyline. Well, MJF trying to be in a Hurt City again. MJF is back, man. He wins the title. I thought we was gonna get Swerve and Hangman Adam Page. I thought something was gonna happen to where maybe we get another feud from them going into 2026, but nothing really happened. They had a spot to where they traded punches. They had a respectable fight, but unless I missed something, I didn't see anything happen with these two. Shout out Ozone for the $5. I'm just getting here. What was your favorite match, and what do you rate TK at 2025 out of 10 versus Paul Levesque? Paul Levesque is 0, bro. Tony Khan, I give him a 9 out of 10, bro. I give him a 9 out of 10. It's extremely hard to give him a 10 out of 10 because that means you perfect. But I give Tony Khan a 9 out of 10. And I say that because if I just feel like I'm frauding if I give him 8 out of 10. Like I just feel like why would I? He gave us All In. He gave us Blood and Guts. He gave us this. Yeah, I mean, but before this event, I might have said 8.5. But after this John Moxley booking, it bumped it up for a solid 9. You know what I mean? And I would feel like I'm just bullshitting y'all going anything below a 9. Just like I feel like I'm bullshitting y'all if I say Paul Levesque is anything above a 0. That's how horribly bad the creative and the booking he's been doing on his end. Like literally 0. I will be bullshitting you to say it's anything above that. But Tony Khan, I give him a 9. You know what I mean? Certain things you can't get everything right. It's 52 weeks a year, 365 days. You know what I mean? He got 2 shows a week. He got about 9 pay-per-views a year. Dog, he's batting at a high average if you think about just the averages. You know what I mean? I wonder what do we do with Samoa Joe now? He turned heel with the ops. I mean, Samoa Joe. You could really put him anywhere, but he's not gonna beef with Hangman because they used that feud to get here. Either he go into a program with Swerve Strickland, or maybe he just you know what I mean kind of slide back onto the mid cards. I don't know. AEW PLE events have been way better than WWE. Now that's a fact. Wolverine, Gregory BC, Paul Levesque ass up on the video. Mox winning the C2 was crazy. AWPP are always bangers. Then hold on, I think he asked. Oh, you also asked. What was my favorite match? My favorite match was the Kyle Fletcher and John Moxley. Yeah, man. I gotta watch that again. I'm gonna watch that again tonight. I can't tell you the last time. I ain't gonna lie. Probably Cena and AJ Styles. I felt like I could watch. I could watch them after a few days. I think I watched that match again. This Kyle Fletcher and John Moxley. After I do the video tonight, as I'm editing, I'm putting that on the TV. I gotta watch that again, dog. Like, God, that was such a great match, man. He kind of stole the spotlight from MJF winning the title, to be honest, man. But it is what it is, man. MJF, this a marathon, so MJF is he got some stuff cooking for us, man. I gotta get back into 2019. I've been waiting for them to give him a chance. Fletcher and Mox was also. Yo, Rod, what's up, bro? Yeah, that Fletcher and Mox was one of a kind, dog. That Fletcher and Mox was one of a kind, man. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see what AEW got in store, man. It's almost 2 a.m., bro. Yo, shout out to everybody that tapped in for the AEW stream, man. W the chat, man, for real, dog. I'm like, damn, it's probably gonna be like 50 people on this joint. Tony Khan loves these long ass pay-per-views. But yeah, man. Oh, there we got MJF with the title now. That title just looked like it fit on him, man. We got Ricochet versus Jungle Jack for the national title. AEW. Oh damn, this for the TBS championship too? Monet versus Willow. So Willow might lose, but it's still cool. Monet probably will have to cheat, you know what I mean? Man, what an event tonight, y'all. What an event tonight, man. I like afternoon pay-per-views. Yeah, this is another thing too. I'll say this going out too. Yeah, this was a great pay-per-view, but it's 140. So if I drop a video, it's probably gonna be like sometime in the afternoon or something. But Tony Khan, he has to figure it out with these pay-per-views, dog. It's just like we didn't get out the pay-per-view till after 12 a.m. You know what I mean? It was great, but it's like let's start at like 4. I remember All In started at like 4 or 5. So we could be out of this joint by like 10, 11, before 12. Then the content creators could come in and we could chop it up about the pay-per-view and all of that. And it don't got to be the whole next day, the next morning, the sun coming up. Tony Khan loves these late pay-per-views, man. But it's hard for me to find anything to complain about after the night we had. Final pay-per-view before the new year, yeah. Yeah, nah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. So yeah, we on it, man. I'm gonna get to this video. Once again, shout out everybody, man. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. Yeah, we got to go out with John Moxley, man. Nobody seen this coming. And 2026, people thought 2026 was gonna be a long year for John Moxley. I did, but it seems like 2026. We don't know what could happen with John Moxley in 2026. To be honest, man, anything can happen right now, man. Um, hold on, let me see. Chris, I already know, bro. He's it. Yo, y'all is wildin', dog. Yo, oh my God, JD from NY Cry. Nah, man, JD, yo. I like JD, even though we might have a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? JD, he know his shit, bro. He know his shit, dog. It's just a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? That's all it is, bro. Yeah, y'all be, y'all wildin', dog. Riders turned on Mox. Nah, they ain't turned on them. Shout out to the chat for hanging out. Yeah, shout out to the chat, man. My man Gregory, man. We got my man up put on a late night tonight, man. Bobby just let go of the past, fully invest in the future. AW. Yeah, man. You know, man. I might have to think about that, man. What's the song, Bobby? Cupid 112. Can you stand the rain? Boys to men. So was music and baseball and football, all commercialized forms of entertainment. AEW was first to catch my attention with hosted CM Punks. Yeah, man. Ain't no opinion. JD don't know a thing. Nah, you're hilarious, yeah. I would love to chop it up with JD and just talk wrestling, yeah, man. I think that'd be fire content. I think Willow should beat Monet for the TBS title. That'd be Monet's biggest downfall after losing all the belts, by opinion. Yeah, that would be fire, bro. I think that would be fire, man. Monet, yeah, I don't see it happening on a random dynamite. Then we're gonna have Willow walk around with two titles. I think if Willow wins the TBS title again, I think her main focus will be being in the singles run. I think they're gonna drop the tag titles with the Babes of Wrath. They're gonna drop that tag team gimmick they're doing with her before they start going into, you know what I mean, to the Willow stuff. Shout out my man Ozone for the $5. On that same note, gotta say I appreciate this channel for not being a hyperbolic grifter hub at all. I like a lot of IWC channels, most notably JD. Yeah. See, I explained this before. You know, with JD, I explained this to somebody before. See, I'm new to AEW, you know what I mean? So I say like I'm probably like 2 years, almost 2 years in. But I feel like this 2025, I really, you know what I mean? I'm really grasping the fact of storylines. I'm really looking at stuff at a different lens. Then I'm comparing to WWE. See, with me, I'm with WWE pisses me off because I'm comparing to old WWE to the new WWE. With JD, where he be coming from, I feel like he compares old AEW to where he liked it with Punk, you know, because yeah, I'm a big fan of JD, dog. What he liked with Punk, you know what I mean? You know, Punk is one of his favorite guys. So he liked that era with Punk. And now he's just, you know what I mean? He's just not feeling the creative now. So he's doing a comparison, just like how I'm doing with WWE, you know what I mean? I wasn't there at the old AEW. I could look back at old footage and stuff, but I'm not going to cap. I'm not going to act like I was there when I wasn't. I wasn't there for the inception of AEW. I wasn't there when Punk was there, or none of that. I started coming in, you know what I mean? Like, let's just say the 2 year mark, you know what I mean? But from everything I'm seeing, I'm loving everything, and I'm loving mostly everything. You know what I mean? I had my few critiques throughout the times where I didn't like the booking, but man, when you compare this to WWE, for me, I can't even. It's not even close. It's like literally the distance between California and New York for me. You know what I mean? But I know a lot of people don't, especially the AEW chat. They don't like JD opinion, but man, yeah, man. Like, I think it's hilarious, though. Yeah, man. I think it's hilarious. I think JD thinks Punk and Cody are the best champs. Yeah, he like Punk. He like Punk. You know, man. See, it's hard for me to speak about the old AEW and what he's comparing it to because I wasn't there for that. Uh, shout out to Ozo. He says he was Mr. AEW week in, week out until Punk left. He got caught out on Twitter by the talent. Now he's 100% looking for any way to complain. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. For me, I be hearing him criticize. Like, I think he put the box thing over. I heard JD put the all in. What did he put? I think he put all in when John Moxley beat when Hangman beat John Moxley. I heard him put that over. You know what I mean? But he's definitely he's not gonna you know what I mean? He's not gonna cut AEW no slack. That shit is hilarious. Agree. Punk was past his prime. Yeah, WWE is washed. Bobby is not AEW stack. WWE is just swimming in a tiny pool, even with the two brands. Yeah, yeah. AEW stacked, dog. AEW stacked, man. They had a great year. 2026 is looking even better, man. Yeah, Austin, man. Go to BobbyMasu.com. Get the AEW over to WWE tee. Just so you know, man. I had to rock this tee this stream because, man, I'm like I always tell y'all, I'm loyal. So I'm gonna go down with the shit. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be on for 10 more minutes. I'm gonna rock with y'all. Then I'm gonna work on this video. But I'm like I always tell y'all, I'm going down with the shit. I'm a WWE guy. I'm just disgruntled. You know what I mean? So I rock this shirt proudly, man. I can't say I'm an AEW sicko because the AEW sickos, I can't disrespect them like that. They've been there since day one. They be knowing these, I'm thinking it's over 100 layers of storylines, but the sickos, they know every single crevice, every single corner layer. Or Orange Cassidy, it's just, I still got a lot of the back catalog to catch up to, man. Let me say this too. If you're around me, if I have downtime, which is not a lot of time, but if I have downtime, bro, one of my favorite things is to watch old AEW stuff. You know what I mean? Old Kenny Omega, old Orange Cassidy. I was watching when he was the TNT champion. You know what I mean? With Cody Rhodes and matches with Cody Rhodes and Andrade. What else? I still want to catch up on CM Punk run. Adam Cole, what he was doing, the Young Bucks and the Elite, bro. Like, one of my favorite things is to watch old AEW work, man. Because it kind of ties some storylines in. So when I'm watching it now. So he said Bobby needs an AEW cat. Old Kenny Omega was precious. Yeah, man. The fact that Gunther winning, yeah, hey Bobby, you need to realize the fact that Gunther winning the Royal Rumble. Been rocking with AEW since day one. Yeah, I wish I was, man. I ain't gonna lie. I would just love to see like even Penta and Ray Phoenix back when they was in AEW, man. I wish I was like, I wish I could definitely, man, go back. FTR versus Briscoes. Damn, FTR and the Briscoes. Hold on, let me see if they got this match. FTR versus Briscoes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this. Oh, this on Ring of Honor. Damn, I didn't even know they even fought. I gotta watch this. See, I like watching stuff like this. FTR versus Briscoes, greatest trilogy ever, complete rivalry documentary. See, I was like, see, yo, good little, who said that, bro? Chris Collins, my man, Chris Collins, Chris Collins, bro. You gave me something to watch tonight, bro. Yeah, man, I'm gonna watch that John Moxley and Kyle Fletcher match again, but I love watching stuff like this. FTR versus the Briscoes, greatest trilogy ever. Completely was that feud that fire? A classic. Damn, Gregory said a classic. Hold on. 808 said Lucha Brothers versus Young Bucks was on the first AEW pay per view I ever watched. It was so still cage match. Damn, Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks. Hold on. Let me make sure I do this in my save to watch later. Let me do Lucha Bros versus anything the Young Bucks on is fire, dog. Alright, that's all. Okay. All out part. What pay per view was the Lucha? Hold on. Maybe it's this one. Damn. Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's say all out. All right, bet. All right. So yeah, I check that out. Damn. Somebody said Penta versus Chelsea Green. The Death Triangle versus the Elite FTR versus Briscoe's trilogy is 10 out of 10, bro. Damn. Next time, I'm a yo. If you in the AEW stream Wednesday, tap back in with me, bro. I'm a so we can chop it up on that. I'm gonna catch up on that, bro. So I said Penta versus Io Sky. All Out 2021. Hey Bobby, Drop Mike Wrestling Channel has covered entire AEW cinematic doc. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I know who that is. Drop Mike Wrestling Channel. Drop Mike Wrestling. Yeah, you see, I just seen the I just watched the MJF. I literally just watched that this week. How MJF ascended to AEW World Champion documentary. I love his work. Yeah, I'm subscribed to him. I'm subscribed to him. I'm throwing notifications on and all. Yeah, I love his documentary style. Yeah, Drop Mic is fire, bro. Drop Mic is fire, man. I be yo, I actually be wanting to do documentaries like this. I just gotta really, I really gotta find a time. I don't know. I would have to do it. I would have to do it on something I'm well versed in, and I would just have to find a unique way to do it. But I think in 2026, I'm gonna be. I'm always trying to find new ways to just innovate the channel, just to bring new stuff to the channel. Like, you know what I mean? I started out the year just doing videos, and I started doing heavily edit videos, and I incorporated some of the parody music and stuff like that. Then 3 billion hours of that, you know what I mean? All the stuff that we got. And now we incorporated live. So that's one thing. I'm always gonna be looking for ways to just grow and just bring a different level of content to you guys. So I like watching Drop Mic, and I like getting inspiration from other people. I know a lot of people. Let me say this too, because it kills me, and maybe somebody needs to hear this. A lot of people be like, they don't really think that. I mean, they don't really. How can I say this? A lot of people don't want to give other people credit because I don't even know why. Maybe it's a pride thing. I don't have any of that going on, or ego thing. Like, I was always told, your ego is your soul's worst enemy. You know what I mean? I would not be here. You don't get Bobby Monsoon, believe it or not, without JD was the first person I seen, and I was like, oh shit, I could go online and talk about. I was listening to JD Crazy before I got on YouTube. You don't get Bobby Monsoon without the Great One. I used to watch the Great One edits and be like, wow, dog. Yeah, I mean, dog, his edits is fire. You know what I mean? Who else? C-Jax. I learned C-Jax is Solid Monster. You know what I mean? Masters at just knowing how to bring the content, just the simplicity, how they're putting it together, but it's still so fire that them being in debt, man. Even Jesse, C-Jax, man, he even got his own style, man. Santi and Wheezy Blonde, man, even their type of styles, and Denise with the watch-alongs and stuff like that. Then you got people like Hills Advocate, BC Amplified. You got Crit Man. You got these other channels. You got Wolf. You got Let's Talk Battle. Let's Talk Combats. You got podcast type of thing. You know what I mean? I watch everyone, and I feel like, you know what I mean, I'm inspired by everyone, and I'm a creative, so it's like I never try to copy anybody. I just try to I get inspiration from almost everybody though, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean, I kind of make my own little concoction and you know what I mean? And shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the creators, basically what I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? And why even drop mic? Like, oh yeah, my man Deontay, DDJ, one of my favorite creators, man. I love his videos, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, and then I can't forget about Vince Russo and Dr. Chris. Oh my God, that was probably my number one joke. Vince Russo, Dr. Chris. I used to love watching their lives, man. And yeah, man, it's just we got a great creator community, man. But let me tell y'all this though. I'm gonna tell everybody in the chat, none of these creators, including myself, is nothing without the chat. The chat really builds this whole community up. You know what I mean? The chat really, that's why when y'all make requests, I keep my ears open. You know what I mean? When y'all want me to, yo, bro, try to watch this, try to watch that, try to watch AW, I keep my ears open because I know I'm not shit without the chat, and none of these creators not shit without the chat. I don't care if you got 1 million subscribers. I don't care if you got 0 subscribers. People like, I'm a guy in the chat before anybody. I'm a guy in the chat before I'm a creator. I didn't wake up with a mic and YouTube or whatever. I'm just like whoever's watching this here. And somebody's probably watching this here, don't even know they're probably going to start a YouTube in a few months, might talk about this or that or whatever else. You never know what 2026 could bring. But I always want to highlight that the creators are just creators, but you know what I mean, we work hard. We try to do what we could do to bring the entertainment and the content, but it's the chat that puts life in everybody's situation because nobody's nobody without the chat, and that includes AEW and WWE. Nobody's over the people. I'm always going to be a people guy. I'm never going to be the guy all the way up in the 24th building with Paul Levesque shaking hands with TKO trying to figure out to get out of $3 billion of debt with my little suit, tight-ass suit on. I'm never going to be one of them guys. I'm always going to be a people guy. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Man, it's almost 2 a.m., dog. We got the chat jumping in here. And I be at a loss for words trying to explain how much I appreciate it. And I like to thank anybody in here. I don't care if it was 5 people in here, but we got over. I don't even like checking the numbers like that. Because it's like, bro, if I got over a handful, if I got over me and my chick and whoever else in here, man, that's love. Man, I appreciate that, man. Seriously, dog. So shout out everybody in the chat, man. Like, yo, Bobby, check out Mega Bane and Cruelly. All right, hold on. Let me see. I'm going to put all of this in my watch, later, Joel. Krui. Mega Bane and Cruelly? Is it you talking about Mega Bane? Is he talking about this Mega Bane Atlanta Cross joint? Good looking for the $2 Scorpio. Check out Mega Bane and Cruelly. Good looking for the 5. Kruile. Hold on. You know I'm not the best speller. Kruile. Okay, here we go. All right. This was 4 months ago. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I love Mega Bane, bro. Yo, RX, he said your video be coming in clutch without work like shit. No, that's love, dog. That's love. Humility. Good look at 808. Thanks for having the non-toxic stream for AEW fans. There's a lot of those out there. A sickles found a hole. No, that's love. Good looking, Chris Collins. I like to keep it fair. Yeah, I mean, even with WWE, I just like to keep it fair, you know what I mean? And to be honest, Chris Collins, I'm not even gonna keep it fair. I'm always gonna lean towards it being it doesn't take a lot to make me happy, bro. I literally it doesn't take a lot to make me happy, especially with professional wrestling. I am a mark of marks. I love this shit, bro. You can literally do nothing and I'ma like it. it becomes a problem when you start doing like when it starts feeling like sabotage, when you're tapping out and smiling, when you're doing stuff that's not entertaining, but you're asking for money. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm always gonna lean towards the, you know what I mean, liking professional wrestling more than not liking it, contrary to the popular belief. Because I always gotta jump on WWE ass. I'm gonna check that Cruelly joint out. Was MJF entrance a wink to Cody guys? Damn, Rod, what you mean? Why would you say that? I'm trying to think. MJF, he came out with the chicks and all. Why would that be a wink to Cody? TK will book the Wire 6 better than Paul Levesque. Oh my God. The Wire 6 under TK. That will really be scary. Brody Lee probably was gonna go with the world's end title at one point. Yeah. There's a guy on YouTube that probably puts out, I paid $15,000 to see WWE. Only makes me feel huge pity. Yo, I forgot about him. Yo, me and my chick, we watch him all the time, bro. I forgot. I don't know his name. White Ball. I paid $15 to go to a WWE event. He's one of my favorite creators, bro. I pay 50K to go to a WWE event. Yeah, this dude, Troy. Troy is fired, dog. This dude is an asshole, dog. I miss Brody so much. Yeah, he come through the floor and the Cody entrance. Did he? I don't remember him coming through the floor. Hold on, I'm gonna check this out real quick. Hold on, let me just see this real quick before I get up out of here. Did he come through the floor? Nah, he. Oh yeah, damn, he did. He did come through the floor. I mean, is that a wink at Cody? I mean, I don't. That's hard to say. I don't see. I wouldn't see the point of MJF taking a wink at Cody or a shot at Cody. I wouldn't see the point of that. One, he has a fan in me. Good looking Biz. I swear it was a nod to Cody. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, Cody not the first one to come through the floor. I think I'm pretty sure the Undertaker came through the floor. I feel like somebody else did too. Cody did it recently, but I like if it wasn't not the Cody, I wouldn't understand why. Like, why, you man? I think he probably did it because it just is cool. They good friends. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think they good friends, bro. But yeah, it's 2 a.m. I'm about to get up out of here so I can put this video together, man. Yo, shout out to everybody. Shout out to chat, man. Y'all came through tonight, man. I thought it was gonna be like 50 people in here, but man, yo, y'all really showed out, bro. So I appreciate that, man. It's Saturday night, bro. Hopefully everybody's already in. And you know what I mean? If you're not in at the crib, hopefully everybody make it home safe, man. Professional wrestling. We had a good night of professional wrestling, bro. So AEW, man. I gotta thank my AEW chat, man, because y'all really helped me. Y'all, without y'all, bro, I really wouldn't. I really would be kind of lost in, you know what I mean, some of the reasons of some of the booking. So shout out to AEW sickos in the chat, man. And I hope everybody make it home safe. And next year, 2026, man. And I never been the type of dude to be like, yo, bro, it's a new year, so it's a new me. I never really believed in that crap, bro. But I do want to say this, man. Whether it's a new year or not, bro, every day's an opportunity to try to to try to, you know what I mean, to get 1% closer to whatever you want to get to, whether it's a new job, whether you in the business, or you investing into something, whether you got a girl, you want to make your relationship great, whether you at a job, you want to get a promotion, whether you're on YouTube, you try to get more subscribers, whether you got your own business and you trying to get more clientele, bro. Every day is an opportunity to just get, and if even if it's not 1%, 0.5%, 0.1%, you know what I mean? Never use the dates. January 1st that's the day I'm gonna go all in. No, you're breathing right now. You might not be breathing January 1st. You're breathing right now. There's no better time than the now. The past already happened. The future, you know what I mean? You're not promised. You're not promised the next second. There's no more important time than the now, man. So, yeah, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. Thank you once again, bro. It's Bobby Basu 205. Oh, man, we got another super chat. As a sicko, the channel is a breath of fresh air. Oz, thanks, man. Thanks, for the $2. Honestly, I can't even take the credit, man, because me and the AW chat, we've been going back and forth. We had arguments. We had, you know what I mean? It's like fighting with your cousins at the cookout, man. We had the slap box. We had to run a few fades, but you know what I mean? We got on the same page for the most part. We could be fair. All the AW sickos want you to do is be fair about your take on it, and you know what I mean, like I wouldn't even have a take if it wasn't for the AW sickos, because y'all would tell me a whole bunch of stuff in the chat, and then I get offline and I start researching, and you know what I mean, start connecting the dots. So I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the AW chat, man. So I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I'm gonna definitely do a video for y'all. I'm gonna just, I don't know when I'm gonna drop because it's pretty late, so I'll make sure I drop sometime tomorrow, man. And thanks again, man. It's Bobby Basu.